All right, I want to welcome everyone to our live Saturday morning presentation. Everyone, again, should be able to see my screen, and we're going to be looking at key Hispanic resource tools that have been created by Synergy Worldwide to help us share our mission of helping to improve people's lives through the products that Synergy Worldwide has created, the nutritional supplements that they've created. And you can find this, like everything, we start with the homepage of our Synergy Family website. This is a website that we created for our organization, but we don't limit access to this to just our organization. Anyone in Synergy Worldwide, no matter who your sponsor is, everyone is welcome to come to this website and utilize the resource tools that we've created. So if you go to the homepage, which is oursynergyfamily.com, and if you scroll down, we have some quick links to take you to some different places. And one of those places are Hispanic Resources. I live here in the Chicagoland area. David Munoz is here in the Chicagoland area. We're in two different towns. We're about 30 minutes away from each other. But in the Chicagoland area, and Dave, correct me if I'm wrong in this, but I would think that there is at least 1 million people of the Hispanic nationality that are here in the Chicagoland area. And that's a huge population base that we would have the ability that if we had resources that were both in English as well as in Spanish, we have resources that we could use to help other people in the Hispanic population learn how they can access these products to help them improve their health needs, because the health needs in the Hispanic community are similar to the health needs in the Black population as well as the white population. It doesn't matter what population group, what ethnicity you're talking about, we all are dealing with the same different types of health issues. And the two primary health issues that all population groups have are, one, needing to improve their vascular system, and two, needing to improve their immune system. So in addition to here in the United States and the large Hispanic population that we have here in the United States, Synergy Worldwide has also opened up Mexico. So Mexico is now open for Synergy products. And in Mexico, the two primary products that are available to the Mexican population would be Pro Arginine Plus and Immune Booster. So again, what are the two primary areas that all population groups need to work on and improve if they want to improve their overall health and function? Cardiovascular system, nitric oxide therapy for improving blood flow, and boosting the immune system so that their immune system can handle a whole bunch of different types of viruses and other pathogens. Again, improved immune system just means that you improve your health. Improved vascular system means that you improve your health. And so there are videos that have been created that Synergy Worldwide created that are in Spanish that you can use to be able to promote these products to the Hispanic marketplace. In addition, Synergy has also created PDFs that you can access that are in the Spanish language so that you can then share them. So if your client base that you're dealing with, their prominent language would be Spanish, then you can share these resource tools with them. If their prominent language is English, then we have the same thing in English, and you can find this stuff on other areas in our website called the Our Synergy Family website. But these items that I'm showing here are specific to the Hispanic population because they're also written in Spanish. And one of the things that we created, so again, what you're seeing in this first line are two key products for Mexico and the Hispanic marketplace. There's a PDF that Synergy Worldwide created called Pro Arginine Plus Science Sheet that, again, if you click on that link, or that image, I should say, it's going to link you to the PDF that Synergy Worldwide created. You can download this PDF. You can send this link to an individual. As you can see, this information is in Spanish. And again, they can then read about ProArch 9 Plus in their language and understand from their language perspective. You also have one that was created for ProArch 9 Plus Immune Booster. Again, the way it works is you just click on the image and it's going to take you directly to the PDF resource that Synergy Worldwide created in the Hispanic, for the Hispanic population, in the language that they're going to understand best, if that's their prominent. Let me add some people here to give me one more second here. Now, in addition to that, through the help of David Munoz, we took our instruction sheet and we were able to convert our instruction sheet on how we recommend people take ProArch 9 Plus. We were able to convert that, and David was able to take that and put it into Spanish for us. So we have an instruction sheet that you can share with people that, again, if their primary language is going to be Spanish, then you can share this with them so that they can understand how best to use ProArch 9 Plus in their daily routine. Additionally, there are some specific things that you might need to be able to help educate your client base in the Hispanic community. If you're signing someone up directly that lives in Mexico, then we have the Get Started form here that is designed for people who are in Mexico. And if you need a Get Started form for people who are here in the United States, if you come down to the bottom here, then you can get that here, Get Started Form USA. If you click on that, that will take you again to a PDF that you can use that is specific here for the United States. But if you do have someone that you're working with that is in Mexico, then this is the PDF that you want to use for a person who's getting started in Mexico. With regards to policies and procedures, as well as the compensation plan, Synergy Worldwide, again, has taken our policy and procedure manual that's in English, and they've converted it to Spanish. So again, you can share that with an individual whose primary language is going to be Spanish, or if they're interested in the compensation plan, then you can send them the compensation plan in Spanish to help them understand the power of our compensation plan, especially the Mega Match component. Additionally, there are other Hispanic resources that Synergy Worldwide has created. Let's say that you want to use a brochure on ProArch 9 Plus. Again, if you click on the image, that image, once you click on it, is going to take you to a PDF. And that PDF, again, is designed in Spanish. And you can download that PDF. You can download it to your computer. You can print it off. If you've got a color printer, you can print it off on your color printer. If you've got a black and white, you can still print it off. You just won't have the color. You'll just have black and white, grays and things. But again, it provides you with resources that you're able to use in helping to share this information about ProArch 9 Plus. Maybe you want to use some of these pass out cards. You can get these directly through Synergy Worldwide. These pass out cards have been used by other people to encourage them. Understand that in Mexico, there's only 2 products that are available to them through Synergy Worldwide Immune Booster, as well as ProArch 9 Plus. But if you're here in the United States and you're working with the Hispanic population, there's other products. They've got complete access to all the other products that we have here in the US market. E9, Mystica, Liquid Chlorophyll, all the other products. Synergy doesn't have pass out cards or brochures for all the products that we have here, but the major ones that people would be interested in. And then when you come down here, maybe you have a person in the Hispanic community that wants to be more than just a customer. They want to actually be a team member, a business builder. And so you can share with them things that they can use to help them in the guidance of what they can say about a product. So you can see we've done a Saturday presentation on can I say that, or acceptable product claims for the different products that are in Synergy Worldwide. Those were shown to you in the English version of the PDFs, but Synergy Worldwide has done a great job in terms of converting all that information into a PDF that would be in the Spanish language. So again, you can see, how a person could go through this and be able to understand if they're going to talk about the circulatory system, what they can't say, as well as what they can say. If they want to, focus on the glandular system, if they want to focus on all the different types of systems that we have here, again, this works the same way as what the English version did. If they want to talk about the immune system, what they can't say, as well as what they can say. And again, we have this in English. The same PDF you can find in other places within our Synergy family resources. Here, specific to the Hispanic population, we want to put all the Spanish resources in one place, so it makes it easy for you to find your Hispanic resource materials. Product catalog, again, Synergy updates that. It's, I don't think you can buy the catalog anymore. Synergy has it just on a PDF so that they can always update that catalog with the current information on the products that they have available. There's PDFs on the Purify program. Right now you most likely can't use the Purify program because the Biome DTX is still not back in stock. Haven't heard from Synergy Worldwide if they're going to try and the one ingredient that is that they're waiting for, that's in this supply chain issue. There's been talk about replacing that ingredient with a different type of ingredient so they can get back the Biome DTX. So I don't know the latest with regards to that process. We have some tear sheets that are useful in terms of helping to share with people the opportunity in Synergy Worldwide, especially if it's in the Hispanic community, and be able to share it with them in, again, their language base. So you could always have the tear sheet in English because a lot of people are bilingual. But if, again, Spanish is their primary, or if you're working with someone who's bilingual, but they have a lot of people in the Hispanic community that English is not their first language, Spanish is their first language, and the English is, something that they're familiar with, but they don't completely understand the same way that we, growing up in our school system, understand the English language. Again, it gives you the resources both in English as well as in Spanish that the person can then decide what is best to use in a presentation with that individual. So like 7 ways to get paid. If you just click on the image, it's going to take you to the PDF. And as you can see, we have the English version, but here's the Spanish version that you can use. And let's just increase the size of this. So again, a person can use this as a presentation to help people understand 7 streams of income that they could create in their Synergy business in the Hispanic community. And then you've got some other things down here in terms of general ideas that Synergy Worldwide has with regards to why Synergy, why now type of thing. Now, one of the things that I also want to show you is a lot of times people want to get images. So what you see here are links to different places within the Synergy resources that are in your back office. But in your back office, it's difficult to find these resources unless you know how to search for them. So what I try to do is I try to make this as simple as possible. So let's say a person wants a product image. They want to do maybe an ad on their own on a flyer, and they're looking for a product image. Well, they can come to this and they want it in Spanish. Well, not all these images are going to be in Spanish, but you're dealing with an image. So there's not text involved in it except for the text that's actually on the product image. And that's always going to be in English because, again, the product is manufactured here in the United States. But let's say that they're looking for the immune booster and they want the image for that. Well, they can come here and they can then download the image for immune booster. And if they were planning to do a social media post, or if they're planning to do a flyer into the Spanish community, again, here gives them a high quality image that they can use on their social media post or that they can use on a flyer because they can download this image to their computer, and then they can copy and paste it onto, a Word document, whatever they're using, or they can, put that image into their social post. So one of the things I wanted to do is try and give you one location that you can click on that takes you to the area where you can find all these different information. Maybe they're looking for a Synergy logo. Again, you can click on the Synergy logo, and it's going to take you, and it's going to give you all the different logos that Synergy Worldwide has created for branding for themselves, as well as some of their different products that they have. So a person can go through here, they can look through the different logo that's available to them, and then they can make the decision what they want to use. They can download that to their computer. That way they have it on their computer system and use it whenever they need to. Going back up here, there's social media images, there's commission training, and then I wanted to get down to this one here. David, we've talked about, how, if you're going to train in the Hispanic community, does Synergy Worldwide have any resources already available to them from a PowerPoint presentation? So here's a fast start training program. It's in 4 parts, and you can then click on it. And the nice thing about it is you can again download this fast start training program. Again, this is part 1. You can download all 4 parts to your computer, and then you would have that, and you can decide which of these slides do you want to use in your presentation. So as you can see, as you go through here, Synergy Worldwide does a great job in terms of helping people to understand the history of Synergy Worldwide. Again, it's in the Spanish language, but it helps them understand the value of this company, all the things that they do from an innovation standpoint, the kind of scientific study that they go into this, utilizing Nobel Prize winning information that applies to chlorophyll, as well as the ProArts 9 Plus, using the physician's desk reference to bring validity to ProArts 9 Plus, that it's recognized by the medical community. Again, talking about our products being patented. And then again, you can go down through this presentation. I'm not going to go through all of it, but again, it helps you to begin to share the validity of our company, and then get into the business aspect of Synergy Worldwide. What's a tracking center? What does CV mean? Again, how you can begin to create revenue through the Synergy compensation plan. And it just goes through all the different pieces here. And again, once you've completed one, you can go to fast start training. You can do the second part. And again, you can go through here and you can choose what parts of this make sense, that if you're going to do a presentation to the Hispanic population group, or if you want to send this information to someone whose primary language is Spanish, again, you can send this. All you have to do is just copy the URL address and put that into an email to a person. Again, Spanish is not my primary language. I'm not going to apologize for it not being my primary language. But if I was going to need to send an email, I would most likely work with David Munoz, who's in my organization, who I have a great deal of respect for, and say, David, here, I've got this individual, their primary language is Spanish. David, I want you to communicate with this individual. Here are the resources that are available to you. Please talk with this individual, find out from their perspective, what are the things that they need from a ability to make a decision. And then, as I've done with other people in my organization, if that person that I'm working with best matches up to an individual in my organization that I've personally sponsored, then I'll let that person, like David, be their sponsor. Because
Dan, if I could chime in here a moment.
Sure. Go right ahead.
Sure, but I think that that's a given. We are in a team in our organization and outside every day. Then we do encounter individuals that speak Spanish. I mean, you said it well. Here in the Chicago area, there's about 1 million, and nationwide there's 60 million. And every day, whether it be our neighbor, whether it be someone we work with, someone that we meet as a maybe in the school where we drop off our kids, and we see them all the time. The Hispanic population is a population that does engage in conversation, and for the most part, they're very honest and very open, and they like to speak even broken English. They'll speak just to communicate and be friendly. And you're talking about the resources, Dan. First of all, these slides that Synergy Worldwide prepared are excellent. They're really great. But I just wanted to mention that in our world, we are comfortable in with our own language, with our own culture. But certainly, as a Synergy distributor that we also, our feelings go out to all cultures, because all cultures, as you said at the beginning of the presentation, suffer from the number one killer of men and women, which is cardiovascular disease. If I were to suggest when you enter into a conversation with someone that speaks Spanish, and of course you don't speak Spanish, and of course their English is usually broken, carry a resource in your phone. One of the resources if you'll scroll down just a little bit, Dan, one of the resources is this video I prepared, which is non-branded. It's the left-hand side, which says El Asesino Número Uno, which is the number one assassin in our generation is cardiovascular disease. It's non-branded, and it doesn't mention, of course, it just talks about the science of nitric oxide. And if you carry the link to this video with you in your phone, in the conversation with we have with Hispanic person, the moment they start mentioning that they're feeling tired, or they have headaches, or they're and then you say, yeah, a lot of people do the same thing too. What I've learned is there is a natural way, or if you want information, I got information that's muy bueno, just say muy bueno, which is very good, and share that link with them. Say, here, if you want to go the extra mile, what I do is I always carry packets of Pro-Argentine Plus with me. And if I were in the shoes of a lot of my fellow Synergy distributor teammates that don't speak English, I'd say, it is muy bueno, and just try it. You don't have to go into too much detail. Share the link with them and say muy bueno, and then send off that information. Have them try the sample packet. The next time you see them, you say, do you want more information? And in a broken Spanish or broken English, which they say, yes, I want more information. Of course, we're all teammates, and I'll be glad to get on a 3-way call with you, and we could talk to them and just explain to them what it's all about. I don't expect any compensation. I'm glad to help the Hispanic community and help you, of course, grow your Synergy business, just so you can help someone who you never know what that someone's going to turn into. They can turn into a distributor and help you with grow your Synergy business. Or on the other hand, they have family and friends, as happened in my experience, that you start getting referrals. But the first part I'd say is take advantage of that resource, take advantage of that link, just copy it on your phone. And in just 30 seconds, you'll say, here, I'm going to send you something to your phone number. What's your phone number? Copy the link, paste it, and send it to them. And see what they think about that. They'll probably want to know more, especially if you have the sample with you. Just wanted to mention that, Dan, because I think it would be very helpful in working with the Hispanic community.
Great. Thank you, David. Appreciate that. And David, from what you've seen so far on this page, do you feel that there's a lot of good resource tools that will help you communicate the message to the Hispanic community?
Dan, for our local community, this is fantastic. It's really good. I think that as the person who wants to know more, these sheets, fact sheets that Synergy Worldwide has prepared, are excellent. One question I get often, which is probably something we want to include in our platform here, When clients start using ProArginine Plus or Synergy products, the question I get all the time, which I never had an answer for before, but now we do, is do you offer this in Mexico? And of course, now I have the ability to say yes, and I have a phone number they can call. So we do have a phone number that Synergy Worldwide provided to us, which is, a 01152, which is the Mexico area code. And say, yes, have your family in Mexico dial this number. I don't know if you have it somewhere, Dan, but that would be another thing you could have in your phone.
So,
you could
so
share
David,
them.
question for you. So I've got the form filled, up here for Mexico. They've got a phone number here. Is that the correct phone number?
Thank you, Dan. Yes, that's exactly the right phone number that they would use to share with their Hispanic friend that has family in Mexico, that they could, of course, make sure that you give them your distributor number when you give them that phone number, because they will need that.
Sure.
But yes, that is the phone number, Dan.
So the phone number you can find easily. If that's the correct phone number, I can most likely put that phone number where it's a little bit more prominent on that sheet that we've, or that page that we've created for Hispanic Resources. Okay, I'm making a note here, Dave.
Sure. And when you do share it with them, of course, like anything else, you develop a relationship with the person. The person trusts, they know you. People will do business with people they know and trust. And so it's not that you're imposing on everything. You know, as I say, look them in the eye, be sincere, tell them, I really want to give you something that's really helped me and I've been using for years. This is muy bueno, it's excellent. And just show them and share it with them. They'll see the sincerity in your eyes, and they will, of course, be receptive to the video. They'll be receptive to the sample. If you don't have the sample, the next time you see them, give them a sample. And slowly but surely, you gain their trust, and they'll want more information. And Hispanics believe in natural solutions; they really do. So that could be very helpful for you.
Okay. And do we have any questions from anyone that's on today's presentation? I really don't have any more information to share with you. Again, what I've tried to provide for you are the direct links to all the information that Synergy Worldwide has currently created that's in the Spanish language. Then if you see this as an opportunity to be able to expand your ability to share the Synergy products in the Hispanic community for both customers as well as business builders, again, this is a great place for you to go to be able to find the information that you need. Now, David, before we get any questions from people who are listening to us, I do have a question for you. In your experience, David, of working in the Hispanic community, do you find that more people want to be just happy product users, customers, than say business builders?
More people want, yes, solutions, to be happy product users, I find. One of the things that we have an advantage of in Synergy Worldwide is that while there are a lot of products out there, a lot of different products, and the Hispanic community is inundated with natural products that are being pushed on them, the big advantage we have, I feel, that other companies don't have, is that we guarantee our product. And I say that with 100% certainty to my clients all the time. I'll say, look, I personally will give you your money back. And of course, I have a saying that says the most expensive product you can buy is the one that doesn't work. So I feel that you're coming across the Hispanic community in a sincere way, sharing your own experiences and sharing what you feel and what your own family feels, will create a client that is a very happy product user. Certainly, there are a lot of opportunities to create businesses within Hispanic, but that's, I'd say, a secondary part once the person is in and using it. In my experience, Dan, I'd say 90% of my distributors that I have were people who were first happy product users, and then they became distributors. And that's how I migrated into growing my business.
So basically what you're saying to me and what I'm hearing, David, is that treating people as a potential customer so that you can help them improve their health is your primary focus. And then as time goes on and they see the value of the product, they become interested in sharing it with others. And then the opportunity for the business presents itself.
Exactly, Dan. And they themselves will sometimes, I've been invited to homes with families. Would you please come and talk to I'm going to have my brother here or my parents here. Come and talk to us, and I'll go to their homes, because I do visit the city a couple times a week, and I'll sit down with them and I'll explain the science behind nitric oxide. One time, a family even had their television on and asked me, please plug your computer into our television so you could give us a presentation. And of course, with MDAI, one of the cables that I forget the name of it, we just plug it in the TV and we have a presentation on Centers Euro Video. Nowadays, it's a lot simpler because we could just give them a link and they can play it on the TV or on their phone. But certainly, they're quite open to it, especially when they see the transformation that occurs in someone they love. All of a sudden, their doors are wide open and they're inviting you to come in and say and talk more. And I'll repeat what I said earlier, Dan. Certainly, if someone feels that they have a Spanish-speaking neighbor, a Spanish-speaking coworker that they really love, that this is a very special person to them, and they want to reach out, feel free to contact me. Again, no compensation on my side. I'm glad to share the wonderful science of nitric oxide therapy that transforms lives and just makes all the difference in a person's future. The quality of life is so important as we age, and that is something that they'll see through you by your own health. We've said it many times, Dan, you and I, and people on this call. Take a look around us. Look at the people around us, our age group. See how dependent they are on medications, which I don't want to knock. Medications are important, but in my opinion, their use should be temporary. And what a difference we can make in people's lives by simply sharing what we're doing and how we feel. And of course, again, it's happened to a lot of people. When you're talking to them, you tell them how old you are, and they say, really? And I thought you were younger. And it's simply because we feel the energy, we feel the difference. We've experienced the health benefits, and they'll want to know more about it. So keep that link on your phone, keep those videos on your phone, keep the samples in your car, and share the blessings. As it says there, blessings lies with better health.
And David, do I have the correct phone number for you?
That is correct. That's my phone number. Folks will put it in their cell phone, and all we got to do is just create a meeting. Say, Dave, I've got a customer. Would this time work for you? And let's take 15 minutes to call them together and let me just explain it. I'll be glad to explain it in Spanish, and from that on, you just take over. And if I could be helpful down the road, we could certainly work together.
Thank you, David, for that offer. So
Sure.
Do we have any questions from anyone on today's presentation, today's call, before we say goodbye? You're all muted, so you have to unmute yourself if you have a question or comment for David or myself.
Morning. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, David.
You're welcome, Donald.
Welcome.
I noticed that there's a folder on Lamara. Dan, would you be kind enough to open that folder?
On Lamara?
Yes.
I'm trying to think where that would be at.
If you go back to where all the files are.
So if it's going to be a Lamara, it's going to most likely be in one of these here.
I think it's images. There we go on the top.
Okay. So
Okay.
it's just going to give you images.
Okay. That's fine. I've been trying to find images for a while.
Okay, well, that's where you're going to find it. So you can come in here to the Spanish Resources, go down to Product Images, click on Product Images, and again, you can then click on the Lamara folder, and that's going to give you the different images for the Lamara products.
Okay, thanks. And it's
You're
not in it's not in the English at all on the product images, or
Well, again, understand that
that's fine. That's
these product images aren't in Spanish or in English. I mean, they're just images of the products from Synergy Worldwide. So when you click on product images, there's no differentiation between Spanish and English because it's just the image of the Synergy products.
yeah. I couldn't find them at all anywhere on in
Yes.
the English.
Yeah. So again, what you want to do is go to product images, and the easy if you're it's difficult in your back office to find these things because you have to go into your back office and then you have to I can't remember the exact things on the bar, but you can then go to I think it's resources, and then if you hover over that, there's a drop down, and then you have to click on the right one, and then it takes you to the resources for all the companies or the countries that Synergy Worldwide operates in. Now they don't have anything for Mexico, but then you have to click on the United States, and then on the United States, it gives you all the information that's available to you for the United States in both English and Spanish. And what I've done is I've taken all the Spanish information and put onto this page. But when we're dealing with images are just images of the different Synergy products. So those Synergy products are in English. So the images that you see will be in English. It's not like they've taken the language that's on the product and converted that to Spanish, because that's not how it's going to come. So again, when you click on product images, all you're getting are images of the products. And if you need Lamara, just click on the folder for Lamara, and that then gives you the 5 different images for the 5 different products that are in the Lamara line.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you, David. Good presentation.
Welcome.
You're welcome, Donald. Anyone else with any questions before we go, or comments?
Then one more thing, if I could just
Sure.
mention that one video that was at the top of the page.
Mhm.
One of the easiest things you might do in your social media page is simply paste the link to that video there that talks about nitric oxide. Again, it's non-branded. At the end, it says talk to the person that shared this video with you. And if you do have a social media page and you want to reach out to Hispanics, you might just put a comment. I recently received this video or learned about this video about nitric oxide. And for all those that are Spanish speaking, I'm glad to post this so that you can learn about nitric oxide therapy. And something simple like that on your social media page. And of course, it runs and it'll explain in about 3 minutes all about nitric oxide, and just say again, talk to the person that referred this to you. So that would be a handy tool. Or the one to the right there with Synergy Worldwide. That's a very professionally done video that explains all about nitric oxide and Pro-Arginine Plus.
Great. Thank you, David.
right.
Any final questions or comments before we say goodbye? All right. Thank you, David, for your help this morning. I deeply appreciate all that you do for Synergy Worldwide, and especially for the Hispanic community. And
Thank you, Dan.
everyone have a blessed Easter weekend.